The Jasmy rocket has not launched and it is loading up passenger. What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom on behalf of CryptoVerse, where we talk about all things crypto and DeFi related. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what has transpired with Jasmy within the last week. We're going to be talking about the volatility, the big run up, the big pullback, and everything in between, as well as give you guys some big news updates on what we can predict or project in the future. There's some good stuff in the video. Before we get in the video though, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoy the content, and I'm sure you guys enjoy the content. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing, like I said, that if you guys watch my previous videos, I like to just go over Jasmy's current situations in terms of market cap and volume and figure out if there's any correlation between the two. So if we see here, Jasmy right now is essentially 22 cents. Market cap has slowly risen 3.18% over the last day. We see volume is extremely down. We go down here. Let's look at the 7 days. All right. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering what was a big pullback about, right? So we look here on the 7-day chart, right? If you guys watched my first Jasmy video when it was like 10 cents, I told people to buy. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you guys my plays, right? If I talk about it, I see value in it, I put my money behind my plays. Regardless of that though, you can see here there's a big run up, and there is a reason why for that. Let me just go to Sandbase, right? The reason why for that is actually social volume, okay? A lot of people don't understand, but social volume has a big correlation in terms of price movement, okay? So this is just Sandbase. We're looking at the social engagement, right? You can see here, right? The blue is volume, right? Green is the price. We see here as social volume starts to pick up. That means like tweets, anything related in terms of social engagement on Jasmy over the internet. It's gonna produce an increase in volume just due to the fact that as more people know what it is, more people are probably willing to invest into Jasmy. But regardless of that, we look here, right? See, the price has jumped to like, right? I told you guys to buy around these levels, and then I think a day or two later, the volume just skyrockets. Okay, this could be because of whales, it could be because of market manipulation, but regardless of that, social volume picked up, right? Everyone's talking about it. If everyone talks about something, right, it's going to be beneficial to not only Jasmy but also the exchanges as they make commission. So we go back to coin market cap. We can see here, right, it ran all the way up to I think almost 35 cents. Yeah, it ran up to all the way 35 cents. I remember because I took profits at like 30 cents. Um, but a pullback is normal, right? Pullbacks are price corrections. They're needed. Okay, they're needed. A lot of people don't understand they're needed. One thing I don't want you guys to do is, like, let's say you bought in at 25 cents and it goes down below what you bought it at. You guys are selling, right? You guys are liquidating your Jasmy for no reason. Instead, I prefer you guys average down just on the sole fact that this is a long-term project, right? You guys gotta understand, anytime a coin or token skyrockets, there always needs to be a pullback. If we look at SHIB, I want to give you guys an example of SHIB, right? This will give you guys clarity on why pullbacks are necessary. We look at SHIB over the last month, right? We know that it rocketed, right? Pullback. And SHIB, personally, in my opinion, I don't think SHIB has much utility, right? It's not doing anything innovative. The reason why it has so much volume is just because it's so cheap, anyone can buy it, and people are selling the 1 cent dream, which if you guys did your research, you would know the market cap would, I think, be like 3 trillion or something like that, more than Bitcoin. Definitely not the case. And obviously the exchanges are pumping this coin like crazy. I'll post a screenshot on the screen that, you know, Coinbase has commercials, and you guys are saying why would they do that? Well, it's pretty obvious, right? The more people buy any crypto, right, they make commission. So that was just a marketing tactic that they did, right, to bring in volume, bring in new traders, bring in new investors. But I just want to give you guys a perspective on SHIB, because SHIB had a huge run up, just like Jasmy, but the only difference between Jasmy and Shiv is Jasmy actually has utility, long term world case use value, and they have a crazy strong team behind it, right? These are ex Sony executives, right? Can't go wrong with that. You got in Jasmy at a good price, congratulations. But I believe you can still buy in currently at 22 cents. Now let's go on to the big news. All right, so we are on Twitter. As you guys know, Hara, CFO, very active Jasmy executive on Twitter, and there's some good news, okay? But before we get in the news, make sure you guys leave comments down below because I do have an interview with some other marketing and executive teams pretty soon. Make sure you guys give Jazz Onko a follow. She is a person that I will be interviewing. I think she's a head of marketing, but I've been talking to her. Got her interview coming. I think we'll probably do an interview at 1,000 subscribers or something like that. But so let's just talk about some of the news that Jasmy has posted. We see here Gate.io. It's just an exchange. I live in the U.S., so I don't think I can use it, but they're offering, if you live in a country that allows Gate.io or some of these other platforms, definitely take advantage. But Jasmy is offering, right, staking um, or staking or locking in your Jasmy, same thing, right? Obviously, you would get, let's see here, right? You would get 100% interest, annual interest. I didn't look too much into it because, like I said, I'm from the United States, so I can't really, excuse me, participate in these promotions. But extremely good promotion. I would stake all my Jasmy if I was able to on Coinbase Pro if they allowed me, but obviously that's not the case. All right, now let's dive into the juicy news. Okay, so this post that they have. All right, so Jasmy, they're working extremely hard, working overtime for us. They got some big news coming up in March. So this is an article. This is an article that Hara posted that I clicked on, but the translation could be lost because I am using Google Translate. I hope they come out with an English version soon for more clarity. But so they have came up with secure PC lineup and price decided, right? If we go here, right? I don't know Japanese. If someone knows Japanese, break this down for me. So basically the timeline is the secure PC release start campaign. It's gonna start March 31st, 2022. And you see here they list a price, right? I think this would be like the beta testing stage. They're going to be testing it in Japan and seeing how it works. But the characteristics of secure PC, this is what is important, right? As you guys know, Jasmy is a data decentralization project or company that focuses on awarding users with their data as well as securing it. So here it says safely monitor and manage data in PCs. We monitor and manage inappropriate data processing and unauthorized operations using distributed technologies such as blockchain and our unique device management technology. 2. Utilizing the original capabilities of the PC itself by allowing thin clients such as remote desktops and VDIs to use other resources through the network while using the resources of the PC itself used by the user in the workplace. We have achieved performance close to that of use and a comfortable feeling of use. Okay. 3. Achieving both management of work progress and ensuring privacy while companies can manage and check the work progress and usage environment of employees in real time, right? This third one is, I think, extremely important. I think this this third bullet point that they have is going to be implemented into workforces, right? Obviously, employees. This is technology where employers can check if their employees are actually doing work just by the data, right? Obviously, I'm sure there's technology out there, but this is all in one, right? This is like the jack of all trades bundled up in one of what Jasmy's doing, okay? And then we see here they can also guarantee that unnecessary information monitored by each employee and then remotely manage PC functions individually and then safely check the status of PC hardware itself, safety check, right? But the main news here is they're working overtime. They're already starting to roll out big plans, right? Big technology, big projects, right? That first starting with the secure PC. I think this is the first step towards the right direction, and I think by right? They said March 31st. I would already expect Jasmy to be close to $1 personally. But regardless of that, now let's move on to holders. Okay, so we see here, let me refresh. So holders have increased over the last few days, right? And this is with no marketing from, Coinbase. No one's really pushing it other than Jasmy. There's not many YouTube channels covering it. So like I said, Jasmy is still in price discovery mode, and I think it'll continue to grow long term. And when I mean long term, over the next year or two. So yeah, Jasmy is looking pretty bright. And the last thing I want to give you guys is just a analysis. Okay, so we see here, right? If you guys follow my Twitter is right here. Follow. I have a giveaway coming up pretty soon. Shout out to Sophia D for being an investor in Jasmy, and also check out the other videos. I talk about all these plays on Twitter. LRC, I mentioned it in my previous video. When it was $1.08, I bought it at $1.07. Told people to buy. Mind you, I'm not a financial advisor, but when I do give out a play, I back my own money behind it. And there was a 20% run up on the day, or the time of the tweet. Regardless of that, let's go back to the technical analysis. All right, so I gave these a long time ago buy price. I was scalping Jasmy, right? Scalping just means I take the trade by the hour, make like a quick 2-3% return. Nothing major, right? And then as I figure out and did more research, I realized that this token has, or this coin has crazy potential. So I started adding my position and holding. We see the big run up right here. This circle right here is, I believe it is just price manipulation, right? I think the big whales and exchanges are creating volatility, which creates liquidation. They want people to sell. They want people to sell, buy, FOMO, all that, because that's how they make their money, right? And that shakes out all the paper hands. That's something you guys got to understand, that when the crypto market is very volatile, so when things like this happen, a huge run up, right? Let's say you buy right here, obviously take your profits, but I wouldn't, sell your whole bag, because if you buy it here, now you have to buy at a higher price, right? So ultimate goal is to play with house money, right? So that's what I believe happened, right? And then obviously I showed you guys early in the video that social volume started to drop down. And then we can see here between 26 and 18 cents. I guess 18 cents would be the support. This is just a channel. I think it's just going to consolidate here for a bit until probably the next few weeks. It'll probably break 26 and go back to around 30 cents. But I said, if you guys bought in at a good price, average down. When I mean good price, let's say you bought in at 20 cents, right? Average down. Don't sell Jasmy, right? What are you doing? What do you get out of selling Jasmy? Obviously, it's a long-term play, right? And obviously, I always advise people to take profits if they got in at a good price. Always take profits when you can. Play with house money, recoup your investment. But yeah. And that wraps it up for the video. Thank you guys so much. If you guys watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it down in the description below. Make sure you guys follow me and my partner on Twitter. We give updates on crypto related news on whatever coin we're invested in. Also, we got a lot of content coming up, so stay tuned for that. Another thing is, something I want to mention is, if you're a Jasmy holder, right, do not sell. Always take profits, but do not sell. Don't get scared. Do not have paper hands, right? If you're part of the CryptoVerse gang, we have diamond hands, right? We hold, and then we take our bag to the rocket, fly to the moon, right? We're not going to be selling. I'm definitely not going to be selling. I'll take profits, but I'm not selling my initial bag. But regardless of that, thank you guys so much. Like I said, invest in yourself, and your future self will thank you. Peace out, guys. See you guys in the next video.